Sarcasm Podcast, episode number 30. Here with Mike Mitchell, Snake Breeder. This episode is brought to you by Marinucci's Deli. Best deli in Philadelphia, hands down. You'll hear me say it over and over, 100%. Learn Mccurley. News coming up. I can't say it until January 1st, but we're getting you warmed up for it, baby. That's it. Air by Design's heating and cooling. Step back up. They're now sponsoring the podcast. I love them guys. If you need anything done, heating, air conditioning, repairs, you need to move your condenser in the yard, he got you. Andrew Gibbon, hit him up on all socials. I'll get his number later. Dude, Mike, thank you for coming on, brother. You are the man. You mentioned you were a little nervous.
Yeah,
there's no need to be nervous. No need to be. You got to move down a little bit. You ain't even in the shot, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Look at you. You ain't even in the shot. He's got battle wounds from last night.
Looking for that Canadian jean jacket that he had on.
I know, the Canadian tuxedo, dude.
That's what it was, yeah.
So you brought some friends with you today.
I did, man.
So let's get in your background real quick, man, because look, check this out. The whole reptile breeding, the whole snake breeding thing is crazy. Like, if you buy one snake, like, I feel like it's an addiction.
It really is.
Like, you don't just get one snake. Like, you might get one, you're like, you start looking up shit, you know.
Daydreaming on Morph Market, you know,
right,
XYZ, you know, and you're just on there, man.
Right. So it's like you fall into like a hobby by just, thank you guys. Hello. How you guys doing? So you fall into this hobby by just getting a pet snake. Now, can you get a pet snake? Yeah, 100%. But a lot of times if you take it that extra mile.
Right.
100%. Right. When did you start breeding? Or what made you want to start breeding? Let's start there.
So what made me start wanting to breed was originally probably back in 2016. I had 2 Savannah monitors, and the way you set their cages up are almost like little microclimates of sorts, their own little worlds. And I, at the time, didn't realize I had a male and a female. And with Savannah monitors, they're pretty difficult to breed. And somehow I made conditions right that I accidentally bred these monitors.
Let me ask you this real quick.
Crazy.
Dude, that decor, plastic decor, does that make a difference?
I kind of, with Savannah monitors and like lizards,
that's a killer market, by the way.
No,
if
it
you
really
can somehow
is.
make like your own little line of like fake reptile like decor,
yeah,
it's insane, dude.
Yeah, so I actually did it for my wife for one Christmas. I made her a whole cage with the plastic vines and the flowers and everything. For I got her a Rhino Iguana for her Christmas, man. So
iguana?
Yeah.
I heard of a rhino chameleon.
Yeah, no,
I've never seen a rhino iguana.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Was it big?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a baby right now. It's probably about a year old, but they get pretty big.
Yeah, they
probably
get like
something like that. They get kind
not
of stocky.
including the tail, though, right?
What's that? Yeah, not including the tail. Just their body from head to like the beginning tail, maybe like that, and they kind of get chunky.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they're pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, but I did it all up and whatnot. With a lot of other lizards, like the monitor lizards, they just destroy it. Like, I tried to make their cage all pretty, backgrounds and, plants, real plants, fake plants, and they just trash the things. You know what I mean? My water monitor just destroys everything. But, so I accidentally did that. I didn't successfully hatch them out because I wasn't ready. I didn't have an incubator.
Right. That's like super important, right?
Yeah.
Did any?
What's that?
Did any hatch?
No. Not,
Damn.
unfortunately not. I was like, the night that they were laid and that they had them, I was running around. I had an old wine cooler, and I'm sure you can look up on YouTube. You can make an incubator out of those.
Oh, yeah.
And on spot, I tried to make one, and I just didn't. I guess the temperature might have fluctuated too much.
Right.
Not the right humidity.
Well,
so
the humidity, when you do eggs, the humidity has to be like 85 or something. Don't it be high?
I think it's at 100%. I know.
Really?
I know for ball pythons, it has to be 100%.
Oh,
so
shit.
I think as much as it's the same for lizards as well.
Damn.
So, yeah. So, for me, I use like perlite or vermiculite, and it's equal
What's
parts.
that, the substrate?
Yeah, the substrate that goes in like in a shoebox or a little tub. And it's equal parts water to incubation medium. as you call it, the perlite or vermiculite, and I put like plastic. Sorry, sort of nervous is kicking in.
Dude, I promise you, you're not gonna be nervous.
But the Glad,
I swear to God,
the Glad cling wrap,
Yeah.
over the top, and then I'll put the top on the tub, and that Glad like cling wrap holds all
the moisture in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for ball pythons, it's 60 days. So you have to keep it at 100% humidity for 60 days.
See, I'd be that goofball that like it's got to breathe.
Yeah,
It's got to breathe. I got to poke holes in this shit.
Right. So with monitors, it's like I think with some of them it's 6 months.
Oh
So,
shit!
Yeah, to incubate, I think Asian water monitor eggs is 6 months.
Damn.
I believe somebody in the comments can, if I'm wrong, let me know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Do me a favor,
yeah.
dim that light real quick behind you. Just a touch. Just dim it up. Dude, that's perfect. That's good. We just solved our lighting problem in 2 seconds. Hell yeah.
The hand of God.
So
Dude, that's insane. 6-month incubation period, dude. That's
right?
crazy,
That's a long time.
dude. That's like a
Yeah,
birth.
yeah.
That's like a baby birth.
yeah,
So
right.
do you have to like constantly be like over top of these things? Like,
The eggs while they're incubating. I mean, you want to like peek in there. Like it has there's a window on the front. You can kind of see into the boxes. Sometimes, so beforehand, what you want to do is kind of take like a flashlight, like a pen flashlight, and you want to make sure the eggs are fertile first of all. So what you'll do is go into a dark room, take that egg, and put the pen flashlight like underneath of it, and then that'll shine through the egg. You'll be able to see if there's veins or not in it. And
Or like
you'll
the
see-
embryo?
And the embryo.
I've
Exactly.
seen that. I've seen that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Damn.
you want to make sure that embryo is like up top when you put them into the incubation medium or into the box. And
Aren't you supposed to
Also-
grab them as they're laid and put them? I watched. Do you ever see Jay Prehistorics?
yeah.
How he does them? Like he pulls clutches almost that daily. Like
Really? Yeah,
he's got
yeah.
like thousands of snakes. It's
Right,
unbelievable.
right.
So like he'll grab like big retics
Yeah,
and like he'll get bit in the face and shit sometimes.
man.
And like he'll just grab the eggs as they're laid and
Yeah.
just transfer them exactly how they are. Like he doesn't like roll them around because apparently as they're laid, the embryo floats to
Close
the top.
to the top. Correct.
Right.
So if you get them then, yeah, that's absolutely what you should do. You can kind of just, as they're laid or, when they're just been laid, if they're in a big clutch, as that's what they're called, clutches. So if they're all stuck together, you can kind of take that clutch and put them all together in one spot. But sometimes with ball pythons and even the reticulated pythons, some of the eggs will roll out, So
you don't
and,
really know.
You really don't know. And depending on when they laid them, you can figure out like about what day they're going to lay them. Because it's usually about, with ball pythons, it's about 30 to 35 days after they have, it's called a pre-lay shed. If you're really up on things and like, you're really into like the whole breeding and following the process and everything, and when they ovulated, and I have an ultrasound.
How do you know that when they ovulate?
So it's crazy. They swell up like 2 or 3 times the normal size. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah. And then,
Holy shit.
so that's the ovulation, and they'll kind of glow beforehand. They just kind of shine a little bit more, and yeah. So that's ovulation.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How many clutches have you done already?
I personally have had probably, I think I'm at number 8.
Yeah.
Eight
I mean, it takes a
personally,
long
yeah.
time. Yeah. Hell
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the ratio of like how many hatches you get per clutch, or how many like infertile eggs? I know
Right.
sometimes they lay like infertile eggs or like
Correct.
goofy looking.
So they're like yellow and like oblong and whatnot. But I have, out of the 8 clutches, my first clutch, they usually range from 6 to 12 eggs. 6 is like the average amount.
Right.
Right. 12 is great.
Yeah.
Like my first clutch I had was 12 or 13.
Cha-ching,
No
cha-ching,
slugs.
cha-ching,
Yeah,
cha-ching.
it was cool. I was ecstatic. And but honestly, out of the 8 clutches I've had maybe 3 slugs, but
Slugs meaning like infertiles?
infertiles, correct.
Okay.
But then I had a snake last year. Snakes can retain sperm for 2 years.
What does that mean?
God, humans can't do that shit, man. I swear to God, man.
What do you mean?
They
I
can
can't go,
hold
like, 3
on to
days.
sperm
Like
for 2
females?
years. Yes, female
what?
ball
Damn, and they
pythons.
can just decide.
Yep, and like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna use the sperm now,
Damn.
bro. I'd be in a lot of trouble, man. I'd have a lot of kids right now. Man.
Hold on. I think is Kaylee Mitchell,
Yeah, that's my sister. What up? You're gonna see. There's probably gonna be a bunch of people.
Teresa Duffy.
Yeah, she's local.
Oh yeah,
Teresa,
hell yeah.
yeah. Teresa and Angel. There's a lot of reptile people in Bridesburg, man.
Someone said your outlaws in-laws love you.
Love y'all too.
Jonathan Leonard, I think I need one of them hoodies.
Yeah,
in the white
that's
next
right.
order.
That Rock Free. That's that. Sponsorship right there. That's my man, Rock John.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Rock Free. Grab him. At Rock Free.
Let's go.
Free.
Yeah.
Let's rock it. Do you ever have any like weird looking snakes? Like, sometimes they're born with like no face or something.
Well, that's what I was going to get to now. So that retained sperm must have been a little weak. So the clutch that I had, one, I was surprised by it. So she might have had them in the bin for maybe a week, at the most a week. They all were good when I went to incubate them. But by the end of the incubation, only 2 survived. So I'm not exactly sure why I'm chalking it up to weak sperm.
Right.
Because one of my young bulls the year before in 2019, he was putting in the work. He was putting work into like 3 girls. You know what I mean? So, I guess it just wasn't as potent.
Right.
So,
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, but the one snake that came out has an underdeveloped eye and a little kink behind its neck, so its head's kind of stuck to the side a little bit.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And the other one's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? But she eats well.
Let me ask you this real quick. So, if there's a situation where like, you get a crazy looking snake, male, female, whatever, can you breed that with one of its brothers or sisters or something?
Yeah, that's what usually happens a lot of times is like you'll save a hold back from that clutch and breed it back to its mom.
Oh, shit.
To maybe get like that ultimate snake you were looking for out of the project you're doing.
Right.
Depending on what genetics you're working with.
Well, let me ask you that. That's what I was going to say. So the same snake, you think would that have anything?
No, it hasn't.
I'm just saying in general, I don't know, because it's like humans and shit. If they do that shit, shit gets kind of
Yeah, I was
weird.
gonna say
Yeah.
you get like
No, not really. But if you were to take like maybe, all right, so if you took like the son back to the mom after the first clutch, right? And then they had a clutch and you took that son to that second clutch, I think as you do it more and more and more.
Yeah, they get
yes,
all, yeah.
It can like, do all kinds of different, have birth defects.
Right.
So.
What's up with the spider gene? I have a spider, man. He crawls upside down and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the funniest thing.
Yeah, no, I have one too.
Does he do all that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a neurological issue,
Yeah.
right? I don't know how or why, what the medical science behind it is.
No, is that just a hit or miss, or is all of them like that?
It can. Some are really fine about it. I have one that's really fine about it, and then I have one that is just all over the place.
All over the place.
But
He's
it
Alana,
only
yeah,
usually
he's all over
happens
the place.
it only usually happens when they get overly stimulated, like overly excited, or they're stressed out. So if they're just chilling, it's not a big deal. Obviously it's not a big deal if they're just chilling, but
Right.
it's like certain times, and as they get older, it seems to kind of calm down. In mine personally, I can't speak for everybody's spider out there. But in over in Europe, they've banned breeding the spider because of that. So
Because of the neurological problem?
because of neurological issues.
Well, there are. If you can look on articles now, there's still plenty of people out there that are.
Yeah, they're breeding it.
They're breeding them?
Yeah.
Well, no, they're trying to stop, trying to
okay.
stop the. Now, that's another thing. If you breed a spider that has that neurological issue with a regular snake, will the clutch have issues?
No, none of the other snakes that aren't spider will have any issues at all.
Is it just a spider gene?
Yeah, it's just a spider gene. There's a couple of genes. I'm not sure exactly what other ones they are, but I think there's sable might have issues like that as well.
Right.
And then another one. But every other snake in the clutch will be fine.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
insane. Dang.
And, you know, some are worse than others. You know, like you said.
No, you do retics too?
Yeah, I do retics. I'm not necessarily breeding them yet. I've been bitten.
Is it the same?
Once, and not trying to get bit like Jay in the face. You know.
I know, dude.
Yeah,
that's insane.
It's insane, and like, you know, I commend them, but like, you know, as much as like, you know, I'm all for everybody to be able to own whatever animal they want. That's a lot, you know, like the Spider-Man shit, man. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. You know what I mean? Like those things you can get hurt, man. You know, and it could just be that I have one that's puppy dog tame. Today I was going to bring him with me, and you know, he just was in a bad mood today, so I just left him home. You know, because you know you can get hurt, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, let me
And it's not out of them wanting to hurt you. It's just about defense and just want to be left alone and being scared. You know, they're not trying to kill you. They're not trying to eat you and wrap you up and you know, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So.
I'm trying to see if you posted did you put that picture on
Yeah.
your Instagram, or not the Instagram?
The injury?
Of the Facebook page of your injury.
It should be up there. But it might be censored out.
Because that was gnarly looking, bro.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that was just
We're going to try to pull this picture up for you guys. We can actually get it on the screen now, which is sick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let me see here. Oh, damn. You had a hognose? Do you have a hognose?
Yeah, I still have one. Yeah,
Is it true that they play dead?
I haven't seen it yet. Mine likes to think it's all big and bad and act like a cobra, and they'll puff up and
Yeah,
like
they
show its
flatten
neck
their
out.
head,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Dude, that's insane. You have so many snakes on here. Let's
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not
Maybe it's on my
know-
personal
let's
or
pop this up. Hold on.
I didn't even know there was this many
There's so
dude.
kinds
and
of snakes.
There's
Let me ask
like
you this, what's
and these
the-
are just pretty much ball pythons. There's like 250,000 different combinations of ball pythons you can
What's
make.
the most expensive one
That's tough
that
to
you've
say.
come across? Actually, text Mike right now
Why?
because he's supposed to give me his snake today. Remember?
Oh yeah.
You might not remember. Text him. Let's get this flowing.
He's got it.
I'm
He has
not
a
sure
fire,
right
He has like
now.
a firefly something,
Oh, really? Nice, man.
but he
But-
doesn't take care. He doesn't like. He just he was looking to give.
Terrible. He just
Well, you know, people get bored with them.
Right.
I mean,
I love him, dude. I just.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I'm
but
working
you-
with so much room, you know.
Right. I'm bringing it back to the spider gene.
Oh yeah.
When the spider gene was originally founded, the spider ball python was sold for like $25,000. Kid you not?
What?
Yeah. Kevin Mccurley. I don't know if you're familiar with Nerd, New England reptile distributor on YouTube.
No.
Yeah, so check him out. Nerd, Kevin Mccurley. He's the originator. He brought the spider gene in and over from Africa. And when he had 3 at one of the Daytona shows, and people were offering him $100,000 for the 3 spiders, man.
really.
Yeah, man. Like, there's big money. Like, the recessive projects I'm trying to get into and, like, will produce next year, you know, some of them babies will be anywhere from $2,500 to, like, $5,000. You know what I mean?
That's insane.
I know, right? Yeah. But for me, I feel more comfortable doing that than selling a $50 snake to somebody.
Yeah.
Because, you know, $50 is kind of expendable to some people. I mean, you spend $30 easy at McDonald's. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays, you know? And it's like, I think, you know, maybe more people would appreciate their $2,500 snake compared to, like, their $50 snake.
Yeah, the
You know what I'm
$50
saying?
snake, they'll probably don't
Yeah.
let it out
Yeah.
if they don't. Like it or
You know what I
whatever.
mean?
Just be like, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, if I don't feed it, it dies, it dies. You know, some shit like that. You know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing, man. Because Petco sells some things like hotcakes,
Yeah, I know.
and so I went to this. One of the first ball pythons I had.
Mm.
They had regular ball python. I think with the Pals card, it was like $59.
Okay.
I got it covered in scale mites.
Oh, really?
Covered.
Yeah. They
So
don't
immediately
know,
I'm on
man.
Google. I'm like, how do I get rid of these things? And I had to order the spray. You got to put them in a tank with a white paper towel, and you spray them down like 3 times a day so it kills the mites. And it ultimately died because, like, you can. I mean, I wasn't
No.
prepared to get rid
No.
of snake mites, dude.
Yeah,
It was my
yeah,
first
yeah.
snake I ever had.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And then 2 weeks ago, because the saltwater tank I have upstairs, we go to it's called the Hidden Reef, and they had it was a reticulated python. It was definitely older, but it wasn't super big.
Right.
It was probably like this,
Okay.
dude. the amount of mites this animal, like his eyes were swollen,
Yeah, no.
and it was up for like $700.
Really?
And
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's a
dude,
shame.
and I went over and grabbed the guy because I talked to him because he breeds snakes himself. And I was like, dude, did you see this? And he's like, what? I'm like, dude, just look at him.
Yeah.
And they're literally crawling all over the skin. It was like yellow. It looked like a banana.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that is insane,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
And he was like, oh, my God, we didn't even see that. Like, no, the bullshit.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't miss the
no,
dude.
you
Its
can't miss
eyes
that,
were
yeah.
literally swollen shut.
Yeah.
Like, it was disgusting.
And they're parasites. They're like fleas, you know.
Yeah.
They just eat the host, and they just draw all the blood. And the snake doesn't want to eat, and then they just perish, man.
That's
sad,
terrible.
man. So.
Oh my god.
I'm still trying to. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I got it on Instagram.
Still-
I'm gonna show this cut here, dude.
he's-
That thing was nasty.
Pull
There
it
it
up,
goes.
Jesus.
That's probably it right there.
It
with the-
is. It is. It's slacking.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Yeah, man. That was just
Damn,
the
look
top,
at that,
the
dude.
top right part of its mouth, man. That's what I'm saying. With great power comes great respect,
there
bro.
he is, my man. Dude.
Yeah, bro.
Blood all
It
over you. Holy
sprayed.
shit. Oh.
That's my look like
Dude.
OJ was in that thing, man. it hit
Was
something,
it like
man.
pulsing out?
Yeah, one part was, bro. One part was, and it.
Bro,
You know,
you're lucky. That,
my daughter was down there just to kind of seeing her in a picture. My 9-year-old daughter, I shouldn't have had her down there. And she saw the whole thing happen. She's like scarred for life. But
I'm never touching one of them snakes.
bro, like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know, I mean, it's like with almost any animal, though. I know dogs are more domesticated, but sometimes something could, you know, they just don't want to be bothered or touched and click.
Right,
Something might just
right.
click. You know what
that
I mean?
happened to.
You have to be careful with them all. You
Dude,
know?
this lady I used to know had an American bulldog
Mm-hmm.
or American something. It was huge. The head on it was the size of a basketball.
Right.
And you know, the kids always used to ride it and, you know, play with it, rough house, and it was the sweetest dog ever. Well, one time they were out front and the kids were doing it, and then the neighbor kid came over to try to do the same thing, and the dog like latched onto him, dude. One of the neighbors had to come out and shoot it.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, because it would like
smells.
grab this like little like 6-year-old kid and like started like
Oh my
like
god.
mauling
that's
him,
terrible.
dude.
Wow. Anybody
Yeah.
claim that Akita the other day? Who's Akita?
There were people that we have this Akita. For those of you, there's this like Akita dog that's like running around the neighborhood, terrorizing dogs in their yard and shit.
Yeah.
Terrorizing the neighborhood.
Bro, he just stands there and just like stands there while these other dogs are like barking at it. And he
Going
walks
nuts.
around like nothing's going
He's
on.
like, I'm free, bitch.
Right, for real. And I put a post on the Facebook page,
Right.
and yeah, people know whose dog it is,
Right,
you know.
right. I got you.
But
Shit, man. Oh,
it's
but
like,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead, we'll see you at dinner. You know what I mean? For
Yeah, it's
real.
wild, man.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I have a duck, and people want to call SPCA on me all day.
You have a duck?
I
Ew, sick.
I did. I had to get rid of it though, because you're not allowed to have them. I can have a horse, but I can't have a duck
Why
or a
not?
chicken. You're not allowed to have farm animals in
Wait, you can't have
Philadelphia.
chickens.
No, you can't have chickens in Philadelphia, man.
I know so many people.
I know
I
so
know,
many
right?
people that have fucking
Exactly,
chickens.
right?
If you go, here we go to
Suppose there's some like 10 of them running around K&A right now.
well, no, yeah, I was gonna say like Fifth and Jeff.
Yeah,
Fifth and Jeff,
Right.
get a couple cocksuckers hanging around. For real. They're just
Crazy.
walking around free, dude, pecking at the
but
the fucking ground.
I can have a horse in my backyard, walking around the neighborhood, and it's not a problem.
Speaking of horses, dude, they actually came out with a movie. It was called Urban Cowboy.
I have not seen it yet.
It was sick.
Was it really?
Yeah,
I wanna
badass
see it.
fucking movie.
It's based in Philly, right?
Yeah,
Or
it was. It's
Philly, yeah.
about the riding club.
Right.
And I think it's at like on 25th and something. About how like the city kept shutting them down and like they were like literally getting like youth children off the street,
Yeah.
you know, to try to steer them away from like gang violence and stuff like that, and like teaching them how to ride horses, how to care for the horses, and shit like
This
that.
is the one with Idris Elba.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude, it was
yes.
badass movie.
I worked with one of the dudes that
Was in it.
he was like one of the original guys.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
all of them are in there.
Ooh.
All of them
was
are in the movie.
dead.
Yeah, I
like
gotta check
the
that out.
original ones,
Yeah.
even the kids that are in there, they
Right.
gave them a role in the movie,
Wow,
which was
that's
fucking
dope.
badass.
Yeah, that's dope.
But I mean, horse requires a lot of shit, dude.
Right.
It It's not like it's not like a snake where you can
No.
you can
Yeah.
hook up your basement and have it'll have the best life ever.
Yeah.
Horse you can't put it in my yard.
Yeah, but I was gonna
You
get
know what I
one.
mean?
I was gonna
It's-
get one and just walk it around and let shit all over the place and be like, "Wasn't
That's
my
another
horse?
thing
Wasn't
too.
my horse?
Right.
It wasn't my horse.
You're
You want
right.
to complain about my duck, but here I'm walking my horse around the block.
My wife
Shit
had
all
a
over the
duck.
place. Really?
Yeah, my wife
I
had a
loved
duck.
it.
She lived in Mayfair.
Yeah.
They named him Howard.
Ah.
Seriously, if she's watching,
Ours
right now,
was
she'll tell you.
Ours was Donald. So
That's insane.
Yeah, man.
Now let me ask you this: breeding like reticulated pythons, is it the same process as the ball python, or
Pretty much, yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That things get large.
They do. So I have 5 of them, and my longest one is a pied retic. And she's probably about 15, 16 feet right now.
Damn.
Easy, man. Kid you not.
What do you feed it? Goats and shit?
Pretty much. Small children.
Oh,
Yo, I'm going to take you downstairs. You keep acting up, right? My daughter, right? No. But rabbits, just really big, like meat rabbits, like 10, 15-pound rabbits. You know?
Frozen thawed?
Yeah, frozen thawed. Yeah. I heard those
They're too
things.
expensive to feed live, man.
They are. So I started breeding those myself, too, man.
Rabbits?
Yeah. So it's a pain in the ass, man. But like,
Did you successfully do that?
yeah, some of the moms don't like to be good moms, and I'm really ready to give it up because it's like costing me more than it would for me to buy them right now. And I'm just like, but they are expensive to buy, you know?
Right, like $50, dude.
yeah, no, they really are, man. You know
And like,
what
there's
I mean?
nowhere you can find to like buy it as a feeder.
Right, exactly.
So you got to
right?
buy it as like a pet. So like, if you buy it from Petco or some shit, they're gonna make you sign like papers.
Yeah.
I went to buy when I first started. I used to always do frozen thawed, and then all of my snakes stopped eating.
Really?
So I was like, and then my buddy Rob was like, you know what? Try live.
Yeah.
So I went to Petco. Like, let me get one mouse for the big one because they don't have babies. They only got like the big mice that like you buy with the wheel and you keep a pet mouse.
Yeah.
Dude, they made me sign like 2 pages of like
Wow.
authorizations and shit that I'm like taking this as a pet.
Like, I will not feed this to my
So
snake.
And it didn't
yeah.
even eat it because it was too big. So I released it in
So
cookies.
there are like feeder dealers that. So you have the gun show which is at Oaks. They also have a reptile show up there. So when I go up there, sometimes
I always wanted to check that out.
it's pretty good. It's pretty badass, man. You know what I mean? So there's one guy that vends and he'll sell all frozen thawed, and he has frozen thawed rabbits.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
shit.
So, yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, he's got like some farm out in Lancaster, and does the thing. So yeah.
You were saying earlier, we were talking about this reptile show earlier, man. You can buy like
Absolutely.
poisonous fucking like rattlesnakes and shit.
You can absolutely buy. There's monocle cobras there, rattlesnakes, the regular and like albino. They even have albino rattlesnakes, and you don't need a permit or a license at all to walk out with this thing, man.
But I'm not willing to take that chance, bro.
Me neither. But there are some people that are like, I mean, look what a retic did to me. Like, if I'm not fast enough to dodge that, right? If a cobra's gonna get me, I'm screwed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude,
come on.
so I've recently just seen this video of this guy being bit by a cobra. He was like in India doing that whole thing where he like does it and kisses it and shit.
Oh,
Well,
man,
it got him
nah.
on the arm.
Bro,
You know what he started doing, dude? And I swear to God.
sucking it out.
No. Machete. And he started
Oh,
hacking at his
no
own arm to
way.
get it off so he wouldn't die.
Yeah,
Because they don't have fucking anti-venom in
right.
in like some small village in India.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
And dude, I swear to God, they're walking away and he's sitting there like just chopping at his fucking arm to try to get it off, dude. It was crazy.
Before it travels up.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
wild, man. That's
Yeah.
I don't know.
I ain't getting one of them. The
Nah,
craziest thing
man.
I'll ever get is probably like a green tree python. They're badass.
Absolutely.
You can't really handle them, correct?
No, you can. I mean, eventually, I heard it's just like any other snake. If you handle it properly, like every day or something, you know what I mean? Try to, if you get one, make sure it's like captive bred in the United States. I heard like the ones that come over from overseas aren't that good.
They're mean.
Yeah, and they're mean. They don't.
You know what I love about them, dude, is that they're always born yellow,
Right.
which is crazy. And
There's
then
even
as
some
they
red
mature,
ones, man.
yeah, I've seen the red ones.
Yeah.
As they mature, they get like that super green color.
Yeah.
But you need one. You need almost like a like a chameleon enclosure to keep them because they just they literally wrap themselves around the fucking the stick that goes across. Like they don't crawl on the ground. Like they just go in, and when you feed them, you literally just put it up and they just strike, wrap them right in. It's crazy. But that's another one. They're like $500-$600.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know a buddy of mine actually accidentally bred them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
that's
then,
like a thing, man.
Yeah,
like it's hard to do.
Accidentally bred them and was selling them for like $4.50 a piece.
Wow, that's he undersold himself, man.
Yeah,
what I heard, man. I mean, like
he definitely wasn't trying.
Yeah,
I know that.
You know, so I'd try to recreate it.
Did you ever have one? Did you ever have a green tree?
No, I've not. That's something I want to have and like have the nice enclosure for it. You know, and like more of like a showpiece.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So eventually, when I have my own spot. Instead of in my house,
I
would love to do something like that.
That'd be awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Kidding me? Let's see some of your friends.
Let's so pull these out. Let's explain real quick what they are. Is this the big one? Oh shit, this is the big one.
We're just gonna start out.
Light
like
a little bit
normal ball python.
Yeah,
right?
just a little bit. So this is the normal male or female?
It's a normal male. And he's probably about 10 years old.
Holy shit.
And his name is actually Snake Man. He came from our friend Liz.
He's
and
10?
Mike. Yeah, he's probably about 10. Liz can
so
correct me. Liz in
a
the chat, she can correct me.
He's a full-blown adult male.
Yeah, he's full-blown adult.
Oh, my God.
And he's amazing. Oh, like, really cool. Just really chill.
Has he ever struck at you?
Nah.
Really?
No. He actually... So, Liz's son, Mikey... where he came from, handles him all the time, and like he grew up with children, so like he's used to like people. He's just used to being handled and like having a
Look
great
at
time.
the shine on that snake, man.
I know, right?
You take fucking great care of these fucking animals. Holy shit,
so,
dude, that's insane.
Yeah, he's awesome.
What's that circumference? Like 6-inch girth?
Yeah, probably about that.
Damn, dude, he's. So, those of you that don't know this, so he was Mike was going to bring over his retic, and I was prepping Connor for like 2 weeks to get bit by this thing.
Just gotta take one for the team, Connor.
He's eating them.
Dude, it'll be so.
You'll live, bud. You're good. Yeah, dude, that's insane, man. What's your favorite morph?
That's tough, man.
Ew, is this the clown?
Yep. So this is.
This thing's
Got him on camera?
badass. Yeah, hell yeah.
So this is a pastel leopard clown.
Ew.
Male. So clown is like a recessive gene. You need 2 copies to make it. Ball python genetics is crazy, man. The beautiful thing about ball pythons is like you're creating like living art. It's just,
right.
It's insane. It's amazing.
Dude, look at the shine on that one too. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Now, how much is a clown cost? What is this morphed with? A clown?
So this is a pastel leopard clown, but he's also 66% het per exantic.
Let me ask you that question real quick. Het. Explain what het is.
So
I see it everywhere, and I have no idea what that means.
So het is like an invisible genetic, an invisible gene that you can't see right now, right?
Okay.
But it's holding the code to that gene
right
inside of him, right? He needs either a visual one of that gene.
And he's big. How old is he?
Probably 7 or 8 months.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not feeding mine. I'm not feeding mine enough, dude. There's no way.
Yeah, I feed him weekly. Some people feed him every 2 weeks, which is fine.
That's what I'm on. I'm on every 2 weeks.
It's the mice, man. I'm telling you, it's the mice.
So I got to get the rats.
Yeah, get the rats, man. The rats.
Well, I
want
to
get
get them from you.
Protein. Yeah, absolutely, bro. So, and this guy came from Ozzy Boyd's, who was like the original founder of the Orange Dream Genetics, and he was about $1,250.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
So what would you sell his offspring
So his
for?
offsprings, the plans I have for him and the females for him to go to will create exantic clowns, which retail for about $4,500 to $5,000.
Damn, dude,
So exantic will take out all this yellow and kind of make it white, and like the rest of the browns will be gray and black. So it'll
Oh,
almost
it's
be
like
like
a
a black
ghost
gray.
piece.
Yeah. It'll be nice, man.
Damn.
So
Dude, that thing's crazy, dude. Holy shit.
That one was moving.
Snake Man's. So somebody said, who is this? Rachel? Snake Man's 10, almost 11.
yeah. So that's my wife.
Dude, this thing is badass. This is my spirit animal right here, I feel like.
So it's so
That's
funny
the
you
most.
said that.
This is the most badass ball python I think I've
I'm
ever
looking
seen.
through all my snakes, and my wife Rachel's like, "You gotta bring that. You gotta bring the black-eyed Lucy."
Did he just hiss?
Yeah, he probably did. What? He's like, "What are you doing to me?"
It's an
Dude, I
Alaskan
love the
bullworm.
black eyes. I
Yeah.
love the all white. Like that thing is insane,
Right.
dude. I love that thing.
So
Now
you know what's-
they have to retail for like what, 1,200?
no, actually, about $350, $400.
What?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, maybe a little bit more now. But you know what's crazy, right? So what he is like it's called super fire, and which is a gene that almost looks completely normal, which it's very like subtle differences between like the fire and normals. So 2 fires will give you like an all white snake. You know what I mean? It's pretty nuts.
Dude,
So-
that's crazy, dude. It looks like something you would see in like Harry Potter or something, don't
Yeah,
it?
exactly,
For real.
yeah.
yeah.
Dead serious. That's insane looking.
Now, are those things in the wild? Like,
No way.
All right. So originally, like the pie gene that we have showed upstairs, and we'll show in a little bit, the spider gene. Some of them are born out in the wild, but they'll never survive. You know
I
what
was
I
about
mean?
to say, like, I feel like any animal would be able to see him.
Yeah, from like a
Mile
miles
away.
away. Yeah. So
I mean, what would feed on them? Like crows and shit?
that's a good question. I really don't know. That's a good question.
What?
Because I feel like
what
ball
would eat
pythons,
them?
they hide a lot.
Right.
It's very rare that you'll find a ball python in the wild, like just like out.
Yeah. Just out in the open. They usually hide in like
Now this
termite
is
mounds and
my
shit.
guy right
Yeah.
here, dude. GHI.
Yep.
It's like it's almost like the way I explain it. I don't know shit, by the way.
Go ahead.
The way I would explain that. It's almost like an over exaggerated regular ball python pattern.
The pattern. So the pattern is
There's
crazy.
more noise.
Yeah,
in
more
this pattern
noise.
for
Exactly.
sure.
It's perfect description. But you know what GHI stands for?
No.
Gotta have it. Honestly, the person who founded the gene said, I gotta have it, and named it GHI.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Kid you not. Yep.
It almost looks poisonous. Doesn't it? Like, you know how like what are they? The hell are those? The red, yellow, black like the milk, it looks like a milk coral snake.
Right. I forget
Like
the
you know how
name
they
of
got
it.
like the red, yellow, black, and then you got the coral that's
It's
like,
like reverse or something.
it's reversed,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you know
yeah,
it's not poison. It's like what is the saying?
I forget. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what. off the top of my
Black
head.
touches yellow, it'll kill a fellow or some
Something
shit
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just
But she's kind of ready though. See, she's essing up. Come on, Connor. Come on over.
You gonna strike?
she won't latch on you.
No.
She'll
It'll
just
it'll
it's just
just
like a
be like,
it's like a pop pop.
yep. Don't mess
Bing
with
bong.
me. Leave me alone. Bing bong.
That thing's dude. I gotta have one of them.
Yeah.
There, I just said it. I just said it.
Right? Exactly.
I do, man. I gotta have one. Holy
So
shit.
I should be having some babies that'll be hitting the ground in the next like 45 days. So,
Oh,
you know,
dude,
and
I'm
after
in.
that, incubation 60 days. I'll let you know, bro.
Hell yeah.
Dude, these snakes are insane.
Sorry, babe.
So
Sorry.
this is just it's like tattoos, though, right? You know, you get one tattoo.
Dude,
you
I got
want-
so
you want,
many
like,
tattoos,
hundreds
bro.
of them, man.
So it's funny. So we were over at my neighbor's house earlier, and she was like asking his daughter, like, how many tattoos you got? I got 13. I was like, I stopped counting tattoos. I have,
Right.
it's more so hours for me now. Like, I'm covered. My sleeves, leg sleeve, my chest, my back done. It's just,
It's crazy. Yeah.
now this thing's badass looking.
So this thing is just 2 simple genes. It's just black pastel and blackhead. But it's just crazy how two different genes can just make such
Of
a difference in
crazy
an animal.
looking snake. Right,
Yeah.
right, dude. I love it.
He
So,
does not
I mean,
look
I'll-
happy.
What's that?
No, I
not
feel
look
like he's just, I honestly feel like he's just curious right now.
Yeah, I
You
think
know what
that's
mean?
a lot of it right now. They're curious. They're a little cold, you know, so they're wondering where can I find some heat.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
They just want to chill.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's
think
the thing, a lot of
badass, dude. I
snakes-
like that. So I
Yeah.
think my favorite one is I've always wanted a pie, dude.
Yeah.
But I could never bring myself ever
Mm-hmm.
to. Somebody said, "Way to go, Eminem."
Yeah, so I'll give you the whole story behind that. So I'm actually, you know how RIP DMX like a couple weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm part of Rough Rider Lifestyles. So we're a division underneath the record label, and I ride motorcycles for them.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
what do you ride?
Right now I have a Suzuki Katana 2003 600, but I've had a ZX10. I've had a Kawasaki Vulcan 1600. I've ridden them all, man.
Really?
Yeah, bro, I ride, man. And,
Dude,
so,
I had a Victory Highball,
Oh, nice.
but then dude, you don't understand what I did to this thing, dude. I chopped this thing up.
Did you really?
I cut the subframe off, exposed the rear tire, put a spring seat on there. I got what was it? It was a 21 by 120 by 70 front tire. It looked like a big wheel.
Right.
Stiffened the front suspension and lowered it, so it literally looked like the big wheel.
Right.
I take it to fucking Philadelphia Cycle Center to get a maintenance done on it.
Mm-hmm.
I go in the showroom, and Juan is my boy.
Yeah.
And I see this. It was a ZX10R. After it was left over,
Okay.
and it was like $7,000.
Bro,
So I was like, I need that. So I bought it. I looked like a clown on the thing, dude, because how big I am, dude.
Big, I know, man. Like I had a 2008 ZX10. It's a beast of a bike, though.
Oh yeah, I was probably when I had it. I was, dude, looked just like randomly riding.
Mm-hmm.
I'd look down, dude. I'd be like at 105.
Absolutely, as big as we are, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm probably bigger, but like it could take you from that like 80 to over 100 mark. Like that, bro. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
And it's such a difference in just horsepower and power.
I had to sell my bikes, dude. When I blew my back out, I had to sell my bikes, dude. I couldn't
man.
fucking ride. Dude, that's like one of the biggest things I miss.
Yeah.
Is being able to hop on that bike, call your boys up that ride, and just like take a fucking
Absolutely,
trip.
man.
Either New Hope. We used to drive up to Hamburg, PA.
Yeah.
And go to like Cigar International or some shit
Absolutely.
like that.
We'll go up to what's that? The Pagoda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll
Like
go
my
up there,
life is
grab
fucked
lunch and come
in
back.
that aspect.
Yeah.
It just is, dude. Like I'll never be able to take a long ride on a motorcycle ever again.
I went. The longest ride I did this season wasn't too long, but I went out to Pittsburgh and came back all in like 36 hours. You know what I mean?
Damn, what's that? A 5.5, 6 hour drive?
Going up, I think we did it in about 4. Probably about 4. Got caught in some rain just about like 15 minutes out of our destination. The way back though, I took maybe about 6, 7 because I hit every rest stop on the way back, bro. 'Cause my ass and everything else, man. It was a long journey, bro. But,
See what else we got here.
yeah, so actually, a bunch of us are going down to Baltimore. DMX's birthday is next Friday, December 17th. So,
You ever meet
rest
him?
in peace to my brother. Yeah, I met him a couple times.
Oh, here's my girl right here. Girl, right?
Yep. It's a Firefly Pie, so it's fire.
She's a baby too, I feel like.
Yeah, she hasn't been eating as well. Like, she eats, but it seems like not as well as others. And sometimes that'll happen.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
feel
that-
like I feel like it's honestly like some snakes are just like super stubborn when
They
it
can
comes
be.
to like
especially ball pythons.
eating.
Man.
Oh yeah.
I had one that went off food for a year,
And it lived?
and it lived. Yeah,
Just one day it was just like, yeah, I want to eat something.
Yeah, and then it was
Damn.
Like, yeah, it was a male hidden gene Woma that I had gotten from Nerd. Was eating, and decided just to go off food for a whole year, and was like, okay, no, I'll start eating again. Didn't lose. If anything, he was. I think he was about 805 grams when he went off food, and he somehow was 806 grams when he started eating again.
Give me a brief example. How many grams is that snake?
She's probably about.
Because I know snakes are measured in grams,
Right.
but like, what does that relate to in like poundage? Like, how many grams is that snake?
I never made it past 10th grade, so I can tell you how many kilos it is, you know what I mean? No, but she's probably about 500 grams, and
Really?
yeah, maybe a little bit less. You know, I'd have to put her on a scale when I get home, double check. But
There's something about, I love the white and like the actual ball python pattern. Like I think it's like such a unique animal.
right,
But like I was saying earlier, I don't ever like, dude, $500-600 is like,
it's tough.
Felicia will literally kill me.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
she'll slowly put like antifreeze in my soup and shit. If I did that. She's
know
like,
what?
I can't get my fucking nails done, but you can go buy a $500 snake.
I'm really.
kidding, Dave. Relax. I'm joking.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think my most expensive snake is probably about $2,000.
Damn.
That's where you kind of
Was that a her piece when you bought it? Or were you just super
You know
excited
what?
about that?
Super excited. And Morph Market, the thing about was cool about Morph Market, people will let you do payment plans.
Oh,
so
shit.
I can, for no interest. So I usually do it over the winter.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you have to contact the seller personally to do the payment plans? Or
Yes, absolutely.
And you get the snake and then you pay them? Or do you get the snake
they
after?
hold the snake. They hold the snake.
Got you.
So that's why the only people I do it through is like big named guys. So I know I'm not going to get robbed or ripped off. It's not like somebody new to the game.
Right.
These guys that I deal with, I don't know them. I mean, I've talked to them personally.
Right.
We're not like best friends, whatever. But like Ozzy Boyd's, Garrick the Myers from Royal Constrictor Designs.
He builds cages too, correct?
Cool. Garrick.
That Royal Constrictor Designs, doesn't he
think
build
so.
racks
Yep.
and shit?
Mm-hmm.
You posted them, and I was looking up his thing, dude, and he has like racks, but them racks, there's so much that goes into those racks, dude, when you build them. Like we built one out of the melamine and shit, and it was great. I ordered the heat tape. It's who knows when that's coming, dude. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel bad because it's definitely not the temperature it's supposed to be in there,
Right.
but it's still warm. Like I didn't put any substrate over the heat pad. You know what I mean?
Well, what they'll do, they're not stupid. So what they'll do is like move the substrate out. Like if they want to get warmer, like my girls, when they're ovulating or just ovulated and they want that heat, they will like nest in the substrate, and like kick it out, and you'll just see like a hole, like the bottom of the plastic of the tub. You know what I mean? So I mean, so
how you said you just when I was speaking to you, what was that, last week? You said you got last year you bought like a crazy like incubation system.
Right. So
how does that work?
So it's pretty much a big box, and there's like a false panel on the back of it, and behind that is like a heat source.
Okay.
2 fans up top that circulate the heat throughout the whole box. It's like a big refrigerator, but with heat, and that has a thermostat on it as well.
And it just keeps the humidity perfect.
Yeah.
Now you got
to keep the heat perfect, and then my boxes that I keep the eggs in keep the humidity perfect.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, and it was probably about $1,200 investment after shipping. So yeah.
How big is it?
I could probably hold about. It could probably hold about 40 of these. So I can hold 40 clutches.
Dude,
I mean,
crazy.
I don't know. I'm definitely not going to have 40 clutches this year.
Right.
But, I won't have to upgrade,
Well, when did you start? 2018?
Yeah, 2018 is when I officially started and was like,
I feel like that's like, I feel like 8 clutches in that amount of time is like kind of good.
Yeah, I mean, it can be.
How many snakes do you have?
73.
Are they babies or like full blown, like ready to breed?
So 10 of them are babies. 5 of them are reticulated pythons. And the other bunch of them are probably about 20 adults, and the rest are juveniles, like, in that in between stage. So next year I could do maybe like 15, 20 clutches,
Damn.
So yeah.
Now, do you have any for sale right now?
I have a few, just about 3 left. Somebody had just purchased a whole bunch of them a couple weeks ago. So
What do you got left?
So I have it's like an ultra fly orange dream. So it's yellow belly fire pastel orange dream, and then I have a pastel orange dream, and then a firefly orange dream. So just something really, they're pretty fucking vibrant, and they're just really nice looking. I
definitely like a light snake for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like it just looks. I'm gonna bring back that same reference, dude. It looks like something from Harry Potter, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What, like this guy? Right?
Dude, that thing is like, how they got owls and shit? I feel like I'm a Slytherin.
Oh yeah,
I'm a fucking Slytherin, dude. You ain't getting me off of Slytherin.
I'm hoping his girlfriend,
Voldemort?
she's in shed now. I'm hoping that's her prelay shed.
Is she all swollen and shit?
Yeah, she's swollen, and
oh yeah, dude.
You
I
can
need
kind
one
of
of
feel
them.
the eggs. It's called palpating. So if you don't have an ultrasound machine, you can kind of let the snake crawl back in the tub and kind of put one finger on its belly and then your thumb on its back.
And you can feel them.
You can feel them like little bumps in their stomachs
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Well, you said you have an ultrasound, right?
Right, which I just got a couple weeks ago. And if I'm reading it correctly and using it correctly, I think I see eggs in there. So that's cool. Yeah.
So you're like
It's
an
us.
ultrasound tech for snakes.
I know, right?
So we're
I'm
good.
trying.
So we're gonna have some. We're gonna have some of these
exactly. So
mystic monsters laying around.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm digging
absolutely, bro. So I mean, all the babies should actually come out just like him. You know, it's a lot of times it's like playing the lottery. You know, with the odds, with
Right,
the genetics and stuff. Like the more genes you put into it, like, you know, there's a bigger chance of what you're trying to get might not happen. You know what I mein? So it's weird.
So how old is this one now?
Loki.
That's his name, Loki?
Yeah. So Teresa and Angel, who are in the group
that's
chat.
even better.
I know. You got Thor upstairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
He's got.
So-
Well, I have a cat named Loki.
Oh, do you?
He's a Maine Coon. He looks like a Norwegian forest cat. He's a
Nice,
Maine
man.
Coon, but he looks
Right.
like.
Yeah.
You know what Norwegian forest cats are?
No.
So the thing is that with Norwegian forest cats, Vikings used to catch these things in the wild and bring them on the ship with them to catch the mice and rats and shit that would come in from the fucking like their treasure and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, the Norwegian forest cats are badass, dude. But they're huge and they're fluffy and
That's cool.
yeah, it's nuts, dude. It's absolutely crazy.
I'm trying. I think in Pennsylvania you can legally, the biggest cat you can own is like a lynx. Somehow.
What?
Yeah, without a permit.
I want to get one of those. What the fuck are they? The savannas?
I've seen them. Yeah, they're sick.
They're
hard
like
to come by,
4,500.
man. Yeah.
Dude, Underground Reptiles has them.
Really?
You can buy them.
You know what I saw?
Dude, you don't understand. You can buy a sloth on there.
I saw it, bro.
You could
My
buy.
bad, my bad.
No, you could buy a sloth.
It was like
They
$7 grand, right?
They have
Saw it.
they have the marmoset monkeys, which I will own a monkey before I die.
Wait, how much are that?
I don't know,
The
man.
monkeys are 3,500. Sloths are $7 grand.
Okay.
They have like just other weird shit.
Yeah.
They have like albino squirrels.
I
like,
mean,
shit like that. Like
I'm not knocking on them. You know, maybe they're called underground reptiles for some reason. You know what I mean? But it's like, how do you come up on a sloth? You're not breeding these. Maybe he is. Maybe he's breeding them in captivity. But like, I don't know,
you
man.
come up on a sloth.
Sloth, right?
Got his guy over.
So
in
we were talking.
Uganda.
Bro,
we were
can you imagine showing up at the bar with a fucking live sloth on your back?
Dope, man. Dope. So cool. I'm
People
ready,
wouldn't
bro.
even. They'd be like, "What the fuck is
You
that?"
name him Bruce. Yo, Bruce, you need a
Yo.
beer, dude?
Yeah.
Right, dude. Am I serious? Come on.
Oh man.
You gotta have a sloth, dude.
Yeah, we saved my spot.
Huh?
Put the fucking sloth on your.
Right,
on your
dude. He's
chair.
just sitting there with his long ass nails on there, dude, just looking around, like trying to grab people and shit.
Yo, that's Bruce. Just give him some peanuts. He'll leave you alone.
Right.
So-
Do they eat peanuts?
You ever see?
Right? I guess they would eat peanuts and shit.
What?
Sloths?
Yeah,
No,
they
they-
eat a bunch of stuff because you ever Brian
ants.
Barczyk on YouTube. He's kind of got me back into reptiles. I've been in the reptiles.
Oh, from
for
Florida. Isn't he from Florida?
No, he's Michigan. I think he's in Michigan. So he owns the Reptarium. Look him up on YouTube. He has a sloth, and it's pretty. His name's Drogo, and it's pretty badass. He's got a whole room dedicated to him with like swings and ropes and stuff. Man,
Is that BRM Reptiles?
His reptile
Or no,
company,
BHB?
exactly.
He does a daily
Yes.
vlog. That's
Yes,
dude. He's
exactly.
like, dude's clearing $2 million a month on YouTube.
Yeah, he's got 3 million subscribers.
Yeah, he does,
Yeah.
dude. And like his videos get like almost 3
Yeah.
million. Like he's got 3 million like dedicated
Yeah.
viewers that watch
Absolutely.
every video. And it's
I'm
cool
one
though
of them.
because
Me
like
and my daughter.
his videos are like super entertaining.
They really are.
Like he feeds reptiles. He's got fucking alligators. Like
Yep.
he feeds
Snapping
everything
turtles,
in like his
yeah.
little like store, I guess.
Like, you
Yeah.
guys legally own these animals? Like,
Well, they're not in Pennsylvania. I mean, yeah, you can technically, dude. There's people that buy fucking alligators in Philly
I know, man.
as babies, and like they get so big, and they go release them in like penny pack and shit.
yeah.
that's dangerous.
No shit,
Imagine
I know,
jogging on
bro.
a penny pack trail and seeing a, like
And
a
this
hen-
is where it's like-
fucking Cayman.
I don't want the government. I don't want the government telling me what I can own, but at the same time, we gotta somehow police ourselves. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's
Like-
fucked up. If you get a king cobra and that shit gets out, bro, and you're like taking a
saw like
walk
that guy
down
in
the
North
block.
Carolina. His king. You didn't see that?
No,
About 2 months ago, his king cobra got out in North Carolina, and they couldn't find it for a couple weeks. And you know, it was terrorizing. I guess it was terrorizing the neighborhood and shit. You know, he got in a lot
taking-
of trouble for that. North Carolina is pretty relaxed about their stuff. I think something might have just passed that it's kind of they buckled down on things, But next to Pennsylvania, it's like Pennsylvania is pretty relaxed. North Carolina was, and Texas. You can own a tiger in Texas, no problem. I heard.
Yeah.
Anything.
There's more
You need
tigers.
to- you
There's
need
more
to-
tigers in Texas in public, by private ownership actually, than in the zoos.
You need a, I know for a fact. So I looked this up because I'm very serious about, I want a marmoset. Monkey. You need a permit in Philadelphia. to have,
Yeah, okay.
Which is like, it's like a $75 fee
Oh, really? That's
for the
awesome.
application.
Yeah.
But like, they're so hard to find because like, if you go on Underground Reptiles, they're always sold out.
Sold out, yeah.
Like people like literally like they'll get like insider like tips on when they're going to be like up
Yeah, they
up on
got
the
it,
site,
yeah.
and then immediately they're gone. They're like they're the coolest monkeys ever, dude. They're only like that big,
Yeah.
but it's a fucking monkey. Like it
Yeah.
hops around. It's crazy, dude. I always wanted one, dude.
We were talking about this at dinner last night with my in-laws, and because they were like, "Well, what animal are you gonna have next?" Because we have a lot of animals, and they were like, "You going to get a monkey?" And I was like, "Nah." It's like I heard they throw shit at you and they like to try to rip your penis off at the dinner table. My brother-in-law.
Here we go. Tom Knobs just said that he got all of his animals taken from him.
Really?
The dude, I guess, with the cobra.
Oh yes,
That's-
yes.
that
In
he
North
was,
Carolina.
That's what he was talking about.
Right.
Twixie, he said, how many snakes do you have? He said 72. 72 snakes. Rachel said, we are not getting a lynx.
I'll break her down soon enough. Nah.
Would you ever mess with any parrots or anything?
No, I have a buddy that does, one of my brothers, and those things, they're cool, but I heard they can be vicious, man. There's a guy 2 blocks over from my house. I can hear that thing scream during the day if his windows are open.
Yeah, so I bought a blue and gold macaw
Okay.
baby
Uh-huh.
from Todd Marcus, Birds Exotic over in Cinnaminson. I had her for like 2 years, and I was working 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. shift. So every night I would come home, I would go upstairs, change the water out, everything like that. And then the one time, dude, I was balls ass tired, dude. I come home, lay in bed, and I hear the scratching at my 3rd floor door. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I go over and open the door, and she's like laying there, like at the bottom step in the 3rd floor door. So I pick her up. Her face is all purple. Like, I don't know if you know what like a blue and gold macaw looks like, but it's big as shit, dude. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck she get out? Well, here, like, dude, birds are super intelligent animals. So she got out of her cage, and I had like a box with like old Pokemon cards when I was like a youngster.
Man.
Pokemon cards. I had all this shit in there. Well, there was like this bag that had a bell on the end of it, and she chewed off the bell and choked on that little fucking the ding part.
Oh, no way.
Dude, she died right in my arms, dude.
Wow,
Wife started
man.
crying.
Oh.
I started fucking tearing up, dude.
Wow.
It was, dude, because you got to think that when at the time, that was like 2015, 2014. When I got her, they were only like $1,800.
Right.
Now you can't get a blue and gold for less than $6. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's crazy. I think I spent $1,800 total with the bird. Tom Marcus threw me a cage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had to buy some toys and you know some forging stuff.
Right.
But yeah, dude, that was a hurt piece. Honestly, because like, dude, I would wash my car in the summertime. I'd sit her right on the fucking fire hydrant out there, dude. People walk by, take pictures with her and shit. Like it was, dude, it was so sick, and I loved it. You know what I mean? It was like she would sit on my fucking shoulder. I was actually a pirate one year for Halloween, and she sat on my shoulder the whole party, dude.
Dude, that's awesome.
And like we were feeding her like peanuts and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
and yeah, dude, that was a hurt, man. Bananas.
Did she curse?
No, she would do like a real loud hi, like a hi. She would do that. I mean, she was only 2. Dude, you got to put these things in your will, bro. They live till they're like 100 years old.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like they're
Them
like
and-
I was ready for the long haul.
Yeah,
you know
them
what I
and,
mean?
and tortoises too, man.
Tortoises,
Yeah.
dude. I think the oldest tortoise in the world is like 600.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nah, not 600.
It's like
Probably
there's
like
definitely one that's
210,
like 150.
210.
Yeah, 200. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But like my neighbor, when I was growing up, she had like 5 parrots. One would strictly do cell phone ringtones.
Really.
The other one would only curse at you.
Yeah, I'm not.
And the other one, there was one that would just do like soap operas because her mom lived with her.
watching them.
And dude, it would just be soap operas all day and night.
Wow.
Damn.
And then cursing and ringtones.
I would put the radio on for her. Like if I was at work, I'd put the radio on. We had this big stand in the living room. I'd run up and grab her, fucking put her on the stand all day.
Nice.
Do they just hang out? They just sit there?
Dude, they hang out. They drink. You know, they watch TV.
That's crazy.
They drink their water. You get a little food bowl up there for them. You feed them. It's just the socialization. You need to socialize birds.
Yeah.
Like when you have one, you can't just keep it in its cage all day.
Nah.
It's just you just can't do it, dude.
Well, it goes for a lot of it, even with the snakes.
Oh, yeah, snakes you have to
lizards,
handle. Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I just had the dragon out last night.
Yeah.
The bearded dragon I just got. I rescued it, I guess you
Yeah.
could say, because somebody was giving it away for free. They couldn't take care of it no more.
That's where a lot of my snakes have come from. Either like, not necessarily, they're not rescues, but like, people just are, having hard times with
Yeah,
things,
they just don't want to do it no more. Yeah.
they don't want to do it.
You understand what ball pythons live for, like, what, 15, 20 years?
Yeah, 20 years. Yeah.
It's a commitment. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
like
it
a,
really
it's
is,
not
yeah.
like something that you can just like, oh
No.
yeah, I'll buy it and we'll do it.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit of a commitment for sure.
So I have a lot of those that are just like, I hate to say they're not taking up space. They are, but like, I'll never get rid of them, because I don't want to see them going to somebody else, They just hang out with me and they're, my pets. So.
But that also, it's you developed a hobby
Yeah.
that I'm sure you look forward to.
I do.
You have like I'm going to call it your laboratory.
That's funny. I call it that. That's
Yeah,
serious.
you have
I call it my
he has a
lab.
lab. I
I'm
mean, you
down
see
in
the
lab.
pics on his Instagram. By the
Yeah.
way, anybody who's watching this, dude, go follow crm.reptiles.2018. He's got some crazy shit on here, man.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, man. Some of his what some of this stuff. What is this? Your morphs and stuff like that you have on?
Yeah,
there?
that's one
Yeah,
of the
look at
clutches
that.
I had this year. Yep.
So somebody, what did all
So-
of those turn out like that?
Yeah. So let me show you real quick. That's one of the babies I didn't show.
What is that? Is it a snake?
Yeah, they're the hatchlings.
That's what they look
This
like?
is one of those. That's from that picture. That's the one I have left.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a baby.
That's the baby.
Oh, so you bought this here? You brought this here for me to buy?
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Dude, look at this thing.
I don't know if you can see it, but-
Oh yeah, you can see that.
See how they're
Is that a
they
male?
almost look purple, man.
I know.
It's sick, bro. It's sick. I mean, it's kind of faded now, but like, it's still like another.
Is that the retech you were gonna bring?
Yes, Pac-Man.
Yes, I love the name, dude. Pac-Man. Let's see what else you got on here. Hold on a minute. We got
Good snake porn.
Is this one here? Is that Spider Gene?
Yes, see that one that's in the middle there?
Yeah.
Not the one the lighter one.
Yeah.
So that's a Spider Fire Orange Stream.
Dang.
Yeah. So his babies, the 3 Orange Stream babies that I have now, are his babies.
Right here.
No. No, that's just a spider. That's a spider het clown.
Damn.
I don't
You know what's
if I
crazy?
posted her
Buying
babies.
something like this from like a regular breeder or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like you really just don't know what you're gonna get. Damn,
You
what the hell's going on
don't,
here?
man. So that's the guy that bit me, man. He was
Really?
so wild. He would just lunge after everything, and he ended up on. I think on that picture, he wrapped himself. He hooked on himself and wrapped himself, man.
This thing is sick.
Yeah. So that's Exantic. That kind of like gets rid of like the yellows and it kind of leaves it like gray and silver. I mean, it's a little dull and a little brownish there, but like it's pretty badass.
Right.
So that's actually Exantic's my
there it
favorite.
is.
Yeah, there it is. There's that GHI. That's that girl that's pregnant now, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna snag one of them off you for
Yeah.
sure.
There's my water monitor.
Oh, there it is.
There's the hog
That's
nose.
the hog nose. Dude,
Yeah,
they
the
look
hog
like cobras when they like puff
Puff
up.
out, man.
Oh, he's so small.
I know, right? See, everybody's worried about like
There
my
he is.
Donald.
There's Donald.
Shout out to Donald, man. Wherever you at,
You
bro.
buy them as like a little.
So Tractor Supply, man, like every like February, March, they have little, like ducklings and chicklings, and you got to buy them by 2s, man. So originally we had 2. So it was Donald and Daisy. Daisy, after a year, kind of.
That's a female.
This is a male. This is a male right here. But your next snake you should get a female though. Start raising her up now. You know what I
I
mean?
know. Why have one
yeah.
female? It's a regular
A normal. Yeah,
normal
yeah.
ball python.
Mhm.
The only ones I have a male that's a spider and a male that's a pastava. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So like you can take that pastavi back to the girl when she's old enough, and you can get more pastavis, or you can get normals, pastels, mojaves, or more pastavis. Will be your like odds and what you'll get out of that. You know what I mean? So
I want a white one.
yeah.
I need a white snake with black eyes, dude.
I have one.
Sick bird, dude. Sick bird. Well, dude, you're the man, dude.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you having me
on.
in.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? This is the first. Dude, we got to have you on again.
Absolutely.
100%. I know you were nervous. I know you're not nervous no more.
No, it felt good, man. I really appreciate it,
hell
bro.
yeah, dude.
You made me comfortable.
I love it. I love the shit, man. It's great. Especially like seeing it. Like I'm super into this shit. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like I love this shit. Like, so having you on was an absolute pleasure, dude. Awesome. I appreciate you so much. Thank and yeah, dude. Next time, whenever you have a clutch or something like that, you got something crazy.
Absolutely, we'll bring them on and show you, man.
Definitely. Hell yeah, dude.
Definitely.
My man. Listen, Mike Mitchell. crm.reptiles.2018. Go give him a follow, Instagram and Facebook. Definitely tune in to see what he's got upcoming to get out into the world, man. What's your ultimate goal for what is your ultimate goal for like a snake that you want to just have?
My ultimate goal, my dream snake would be the Exantic pied clown scaleless. Have you seen the scaleless?
Mm-mm.
They're insane, man. It's just
what are they, just like all smooth or something?
All smooth, yep.
No scales?
No scales whatsoever, man. It's wild.
What does shedding, do they still shed?
Yeah, they still shed. I think care is pretty close to normal. You know, you have to keep a closer eye on them when they shed because I think they're prone to infections because that skin that's underneath the shed, that new skin is real fresh. So, you know, like little cuts and stuff can get infected. Like I heard infections are possible from when they shed. Yeah. But other than that, I haven't heard too much that the care is too much different.
There's still a milk snake around this house somewhere.
In your house?
Yeah.
Really?
I had a milk snake.
Funny. Somebody found...
what?
Well, no, not here, but...
It's mine.
So the exterminator comes to my job, got a phone call about a snake, and it was a milk snake. And he got it out for the person and then called me and was like, hey, you want this milk snake? It's like, sure.
You have them?
Yeah, I have a milk snake. So.
Yeah, so I had a milk snake, and he was doing great. Ate every single week.
Right.
And he was getting beefy. When I got him, he was the size of a worm.
Okay.
I got him for like $40 at Petco.
Right.
Size of a worm. Real docile. You could handle them. So my buddy Keith was over, handles them, goes to give it to my cousin to hold. She gets weirded out.
Yeah.
Drops it. Skates right underneath the island, dude.
Those things are so fast. I have a rat snake, and it's so quick. But you know what's funny? Real quick. Everybody's like, what happens when one of those big snakes get out? None of my big snakes have gotten out. That little hognose has gotten out.
You found them?
Was gone for 2-3 months, man.
What?
Nowhere to be found. I chalked it up. Yeah, absolutely. My son and I are downstairs.
We'll find them eventually.
We're in the lab. Well, that's the thing. Eventually, I used to tear apart the place looking for this snake or other smaller snakes that might have gotten out. Okay, but I learned 3 months later, my son and I are in the lab, and you see this little thing just come across the floor and stop and what's up, and was just chilling.
Damn.
Yeah.
How big is he now? Is he full size?
Yeah, he's close to full size. In the beginning, she didn't want to eat for us, but her going missing, supposedly they sent her into some type of brumation and reset her eating cycle. So she's been eating like a beast ever since.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. So she's
nice.
Pretty awesome. Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah. Hognoses are definitely one of them. They're actually semi-venomous.
They are.
They're rear fang now.
Yeah, I had to when
it doesn't do. It's almost like a local anesthesia. Kind of numbs the area. It doesn't get in your veins and kill you.
Nah.
But yeah, they're like a very mild venom.
How big do they get?
Not terribly large.
3 feet maybe at the most. I think.
But that's the snake that you've probably seen that if you scare it enough, it'll turn on its back and wiggle,
yes.
opens its mouth and its tongue hangs out and shit.
Yeah, look them up. They're funny as fuck.
Crazy.
Man.
We'll do it real quick for you.
Yeah. People can have an allergic reaction though to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
so yeah, When you say 3 feet, like that's as big as it'll ever get. Like no matter like how
You know,
much you
I mean,
feed it.
technically they grow till they die. You know what I mean? They
Okay.
just start slowing down. There it goes.
Well, hold on, I gotta make sure I can't. All right, no, this is good.
Is
So this here, this is a hognose playing dead. Let me see if I can maximize this real quick. Let me see here if I can get this shit. So yeah, this is a fucking hognose playing dead. It's crazy. Let me see here. We got. Watch, it's nuts. I would imagine that's an adult hognose, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, that's a baby
Oh.
compared to the hand.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Look, see how it puffs up like a cobra, kind of.
Yeah, it does.
But watch. Look, that's it playing dead.
Like, oh, I'm dying.
So the prey leaves it alone. Open this mouth. Look.
Yeah, supposedly even releases like a scent that makes it smell dead too.
Really?
Yeah, supposedly. It's never happened with mine. She'll pop up like a cobra every time I open the tub. But
Ain't
like,
that nuts?
Oh my god.
Literally plays dead. Dude. And look, you can't flip it on its side too. On its right up. Look.
it goes right over.
So scared.
That's so crazy, man.
Dude, that's nature at its finest right there, dude.
Yeah, no, that's wild, man.
That's absolutely nutty.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't thank you enough for coming over
Thanks,
and bringing
man.
your
Yeah.
bringing your snakes over, dude. This
Thanks,
is
bro.
this is
Appreciate
probably
it.
one of my favorite,
Yeah.
honestly.
I love the show, man. Keep doing what y'all doing.
The
man.
hell
It's-
yeah!
it's
I'm actually about to
amazing, man.
release the next 10. Even though I should do every episode audio, I've been doing 10 and 10.
What?
Just
On,
because it's just like once I'm in the zone, dude, I just zone
right.
and just pump them out. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
It's just, should I be here for an hour and a half if I
Yeah.
wanted to do each one individually?
right.
You know what I mean? But dude, you're the man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
CRM.reptiles.2018 on Facebook and Instagram.
That's it. Thanks, guys.
You're gonna post your stuff when you have them available.
Absolutely.
I'm sure we'll get them
Yep.
out there for sure.
Absolutely.
Thanks again, brother. You are the man. We're gonna end on a yeet yeet.
Yeah. We're doing a yeah.
Doing a yeet yeet. He knows what I'm talking about. Ready? You
Yeet,
gonna do it
yeet.
up?
Let's go.
You can count it down, brother.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeet.
That was dope.